What's up, Divine Souls? Welcome back to my channel. It's Loretta, the Infinite Healer, and you are now tuned into Infinite Healing. Hey, beautiful people. I am so excited to be back in this beautiful, abundant, blissful space with you in this healing space. I just came for a quick message, a general message to see what the Most High God has in store for us. I'm going to pray us into this space and then I'll get started. Divine Holy Spirit, the Most High God, thank you so much for bringing your collective and I together again for the opportunity to receive your divinely guided messages. I thank you so much, Divine Holy Spirit, for using me as a pillar of light. Thank you for entrusting me to deliver sacred, clear, and true, honest messages. Thank you, Divine Holy Spirit, for giving me the breath of life. Thank you for allowing me to wake up today. And thank you for your divine protection and your divine grace. I just ask that each individual who is choosing to tune in today, Divine Holy Spirit, receives the messages that exactly is for them. May you keep them safe, may you keep them protected, and may you keep guiding them on their journey. In your great name, I pray and I say, Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Now, I did not intend to use this deck yet, but I'm going to. It's the Crow Tarot. I'm actually going to start with the Oracle. I'm going to use 3 Oracle, and then I'm going to clarify it with the Tarot. I was gonna do 3. I don't know, we'll see. Y'all know the Most High God always has a message. What message, Divine Holy Spirit, do you have for the collective at this time? What do you want them to know? What is your most urgent or pressing matter at this time, Divine Holy Spirit? What do you need your collective to know during this time? Thank you. Ghost. Grief. Oh, wow. This is not where I expected this message to go. But, okay. No, that's it. Exposed. Okay. If you have experienced the transition of a loved one in this season, at this time, I want to send my condolences because it is heavy. Grief is heavy. Grief is heavy, heavy sadness. But what is very evident for me is that whomever the spirit is that has transitioned to the other side, they first want to let you know that they themselves have experienced a great awakening, but they also want you to know that they are around you and that they're watching over you. If someone has passed away in the last 7 days, because someone said, well, how could they be watching over me and they just passed away? It doesn't matter. For this spirit, it doesn't matter. They come back to see you often. For someone, you may even feel like you're seeing glimpses of them out of the corner of your eye, or you're seeing shadows of them, and that is them. If you have recently been awakened to drums or birds or whistles or bells, some type of sound, they want you to know that that's them as well. For another, you did not attend their funeral, or you just didn't go to the gravesite, but I'm feeling like you weren't there. And they want you to know that they are not upset with you for not attending, that they understand that everyone grieves differently. And truthfully, they are sending you love and actually protecting you and guiding you as you go through this season of grief. There are a number of spirits that are guiding you as you are. I don't know if this is your first time losing a loved one, but it feels like your heart has been exposed, like you've never felt grief to this capacity before. This exposure is feeling like naked in front of the world, almost like you can't hold yourself together during this time. But this individual, this spirit, or for others, take it how it resonates, spirits, wants you to know that they are walking with you. And, even though you are experiencing grief, which feels like wintertime, it feels heavy, it feels sad, it feels cold, it feels alone, it feels dark, even though it feels bare, naked, even though you're in this season of grief, there are happy times. And whenever you are exposed to moments of happiness, they want you to fully embrace and be present in those moments, because it's almost like you're only getting glimpse or like little pockets of them in the midst of your grief. And that's really duality. That's really the reality of it. And so there's no changing that. Like, you're not just going to get rid of your grief just because you want to. Like, it is a process. But they're saying in order to help you throughout this process, it is to embrace those happy moments, because the sadness is going to be there. For another, it feels like you yourself have become the ghost, as if you are now walking through life kind of, I want to say, unscathed, unbothered, just feeling lost and confused, like you're just here. They want you to know that it's okay to be there, but to seek help and to seek support. And through whatever help and support you receive, professionally, right? Because I'm seeing like a therapist, a counselor, but I'm seeing you physically having someone to talk to or with regarding your grief and regarding your sadness, especially since this is heavy sadness, feeling alone, feeling lost, feeling confused. They want you to help someone, because they want you to find help. Basically, so like you don't become a lost soul, right? Because it's starting to feel like that's where you are right now. And it's also starting to feel as if you're comfortable with being that dark soul. But everyone grieves differently, so grieve how you need to. Grieve in the way in which you please. Somebody wants another person to visit that gravesite, so if you've been called to visit someone's gravesite, please do so. Even if you feel called to visit them at night, do whatever your spirit is calling you to do. No, I'm not talking about no witchy stuff. I'm just saying, just go to the grave and talk to them, whether it's at sunrise, midday, or evening, midnight. But go, because you are in need of their love, of their support, and you need to know that you're not alone. For someone to clarify that this message is for you, they just showed me an elephant. So if you're doubting the message, or if you feel like, oh, I don't know if this is for me, they sent an elephant for clarification. For another, they sent a horse, a stallion. What messages do we have from the transitioned loved one? What message would you like to communicate? Transitioned loved ones. 5 of Cups. Sorry, 6 of Cups. That even in your darkest day, that you are loved, you are seen, you are heard. And they want you to know that you are supported. They want you to know that you don't have to go through this by yourself, but you do have to be open to receiving the love. You do have to be open to goodness, because see, like all around here, I'm sorry because I ain't really showing the card. All around here, this is the grief. This is the grief. This is the sadness, feeling lost, feeling confused. But then we got the sunflowers and we got this cup full. You may have 2 spirit guides that are walking with you on this journey, 2 or 3. Somebody has 5. So that can also represent the number of people that have passed over. You can have 2 people that has passed over for someone recently passed over, 3 people that's passed over, or 5 people that have passed over that are looking out for you and walking with you. When you look in the mirror, you may feel like you see their face on your face, and that's just them communicating with you that they see you, that they love you, and that they're with you, that they're supporting you, and that all you have to do is open your mouth, all you have to do is speak, and they're there for you. Send out the call, right? Send out the messaging bird, and your message will be received. But also pay attention to the birds, because the birds are also communicating with you as well. Let's see what else. Justice. Dang. If you're watching this video and you are sobbing, I want you to know that I feel your pain. I do. And that it's okay for you to release your sadness. For others, or for another, they're carrying guilt, like I could have done something if I were there, or if I had. There's a lot of ifs. If this, then this. But the truth is, it went how it was supposed to go. It ain't have nothing to do with your ifs, and it ain't got nothing to do with your ifs. So let your ifs go. And accept that it is what it is. For someone, they lost a child, an infant, a baby, a little boy, but that baby is literally seated at the right hand of God. That child went right back to heaven. For another, there's a lot going on here. For another, I feel like there was an unjust murder, or unjust, like some type of shooting, and something to do with a king. I don't know if their king is in their name, or king is a nickname, or if they were known as king, like, but that individual is here, and king is actually saying, I'm sorry, almost as if their actions led up to their own death, but they weren't telling everyone the truth. They left parts out. And so someone may have a perception about how things could have gone and could have been, all the ifs, but this person wasn't being completely honest about their doings that led, unfortunately, to their own demise. So someone played a part, and I think that's the justice for that spirit, that they played a part in their own. And I know you're probably like, how could playing a part in your own death be justice? But for the soul, right? I'm not speaking about physically, but for the soul, it's justified, because in the physical, it looks like it was unjust. Like, it looks like they were ganged up on, but this person is saying, no, it was my fault. I lied, I stole, I cheated, I wasn't honest. Someone's taking accountability for their actions. But it may seem as if in this realm, in this world, that it was an unjust matter, but in fact it was not, because they had something to do with their own death. For others, this your grief will liberate you. I don't know how, and I don't know in what way, but I know that's just the message, that your grief will also lead to your liberation, because you may find that you go to counseling for grief, but you end up discussing or being in tune with so many other aspects of yourself, and end up liberating or freeing your soul and your heart from bondage. Okay, I'm gonna pull one more. For another, they want me to let you know that everything's gonna work out, to stop worrying, especially if you're like, somebody said funeral costs, they said stop worrying, everything's gonna work out. But that it will take time. So if, I know you're probably like, I don't want the body to wait. Someone's Muslim, or excuse me, someone was not Muslim, but would like to be buried as if they were Muslim. So I don't know if their partner is Muslim and the family is like, no, you can't. They weren't Muslim, they were Christian. This soul actually wants to I don't know what that looks like, right? But this soul actually wants to be buried as if they were Muslim. In the end, Ace of Wands. In the end, the souls that I have connected with today want you to know that they are at heaven's gates, right? It's like they're standing outside of heaven gates, the yellow brick road, that they are not sad to be gone, and they don't want you to hold on to it, that there was nothing you could do and there was nothing that could be done, especially if like there were a lot of like a mass shooting somewhere. For someone, they were killed because of a mass shooting, and there's a lot of anger about the city, there's a lot of anger over the town and over the place. It's just a lot of anger in the environment because of how someone passed away. But this person is saying, I'm actually okay. Like, I'm okay to be gone, and they're ready to spread their wings and fly. They're okay with being on the other side. They have no anger, not even towards the individual who murdered them. Because now on the other side they see the light, and they have a clear vision, a clear view, and they want to actually share that vision with you. They want to help you find stability in your own life. Please, I am not trying to trigger anyone, but someone is using someone's passing as a way to check out from life. And the thing is that you know that you're doing this. It's like you're using someone's death as an excuse for why you don't show up in life. And they said, no, not on my name. Pull yourself up by your bootstraps, okay? Find that great inner strength. Because this guide, this person who's transitioned, they may have also been transgender. They may have been male to female. Or yeah, they may have been male to female. That's what I'm getting. They're like, no one's at fault here. We all do what we do. They're very like, it is what it is. Girl, get up, go and do what you need to do. I'll be right here supporting you. Don't tell me you can't get a job just because I ain't there no more. Like, get your ass up and find you a job. Don't become lazy. Don't become complacent. Don't do that. Like, absolutely not. No, bitch, get up. That's somebody else's spirit, right? But yeah, y'all, what closeout message do you have for the collective? Because I'm done. I feel like be aware, pay attention to the clouds, pay attention to the sunrise and the sunset, pay attention to your money, be mindful of the money that you're spending. Someone, you may be finding a lot of coins, and that's that person basically telling you that they're blessing you, that they're sending blessings your way. So, you know, I used to be like, find a penny, pick it up, and all day you'll have good luck. I just find a dime, find a corner, find some money, pick it up, and all day you'll have good luck. But this person is like, I'm really sending you blessings. And so every time you find a nickel, every time you find a dime, every time you find a dollar, every time you find some money, that's that individual letting you know that they are communicating with you and that they are actually working with the angels to send you down some blessings, okay? But yeah, that's all I got, y'all, and that's all they got. So thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate you for being here in this sacred space. Gratitude to the messengers. This series, whenever I use the Crow Tarot and the Crow Oracle, it's our messengers, and so there were some messages from the other side, and I give all praises to the Most High God for allowing me to be a divine vessel to deliver those messages. Comment down below if you need to. Reach out for a reading if you need to. Find the help. Okay, we all need some help. Don't feel like you got to do this all by yourself. You do not have to. Gratitude to the messengers who came through today. There were so many of them, but thank you to each and every one of them for being into this space. And yeah, I'll see y'all later. Peace.